If you would like to see how I got this beautiful chocolate brown base for my wigs, keep on watching this video. We are going to start off with your bundles. These are the bundles I'm using from my vendor. And I'm going to color 3 bundles today. I'm going to use BW2 powder, and I'm going to use 40 volume developer. I cannot talk today. Always be sure to put on gloves whenever you are dealing with bleach, because this stuff is so strong. Y'all, this stuff is so strong. So make sure you put on some gloves. As far as how much I'm using, I'm going to put in 4 scoops of my BW2 powder. Again, I am coloring 3 bundles and a closure, and the bundles are 22-inch. So 4 scoops were just enough for me. It will vary, depending on how many bundles you plan on bleach bathing and etc. like that. So as far as the developer, I don't have a certain ratio for that, y'all. I really just eyeball it until it's a very liquid consistency. What you see me doing here is just taking off the rubber bands so the product is evenly distributed through the hair, so I don't miss any spots at the top, because that can happen sometimes. So again, as far as developer, I literally just poured it in there until I felt like it was enough, until it's a nice liquid consistency. You don't want it too thick. You want more developer than powder. So then I'm just going to stir it up with a plastic spoon. Be sure to use plastic because metal can interfere with the chemicals that you are working with. And then I added just a little bit of water, just a little bit of warm water. Not too much water, because the more water you add, the more you are going to dilute the mixture. So you don't want to do that. But I just put enough water as to where I can fully saturate my 3 bundles, because I'm doing the bundles first, and then I'm going to make another mixture for my closure. So what you see me doing here is just getting the mixture all through the hair. You could use a brush as well. You just want to be sure that you are fully saturating your hair with this mixture. You don't want to miss any spots, and make sure you get all in between them bundles, because it is easy to miss a section if you don't spread them out all the way. So once that starts turning colors, it literally takes about 5 minutes, depending on the quality of your hair. If it's good quality, it will lift fast. So mine's literally took like 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. And then I rinsed it out. Depending on the color of brown that you would like will depend on how long you let it sit. I was just going for a nice chocolate brown, so I just let it sit for about 5 minutes. If you want to go lighter, you can let it sit for longer. Just make sure to keep an eye on it. So what I'm going to do now is just rinse out these bundles, rinse out all of that bleach. Be sure to rinse it all out. And then I'm going to go in with this blue color shampoo to tone it, just in case I have any orange spots that I don't like, because that can happen sometimes. So this is just to tone it so it's a nice brown color. As far as the blue shampoo, I usually leave it on there for about 5 to 10 minutes. And once I do that, I just rinsed it out. But while this was actually sitting for the 5 to 10 minutes, I had just went ahead and I started coloring my closure. And for my closure, I made another mixture of the bleach and the powder. I only used 1 scoop, and I used a little bit of developer, and then I just saturated the closure with it. And I used the brush for this one because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss any sections. And then this, it literally took about 3 to 5 minutes as well. And then I just rinsed that out. And then I also toned it with a blue shampoo as well. I also did go in to tone my knots on my closure. They were a little bit lightened from the mixture, but I also went back in again just to make sure I got them knots a nice color. And then after that, I just shampooed out my bundles from that blue shampoo. And then I went in with neutralizing shampoo. Always be sure to use neutralizing shampoo when you are coloring your hair. And also you want to make sure that you don't leave any bleach in the hair by accident, because it'll cause the hair to shed and tangle and smell like bleach. So neutralizing shampoo stops the process of lightening the hair or coloring the hair, whichever one you are doing. So make sure that you are evenly saturating these bundles and shampooing them. And then once you finish shampooing them, we are going to go in with some conditioner. So for my conditioner, I'm going to use the Suave Moroccan Oil. This is one of my favorite conditioners. to use on my bundles and closures and wigs and everything else. Always be sure to use a nice amount. Don't be cheap. Conditioner is good, especially after coloring or bleaching your hair. I leave the conditioner on for usually about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on, if I'm doing something at that time. It doesn't hurt to leave it on there more, but 5 to 10 minutes is the minimum. Then we are going to rinse it out with cold water. Cold water makes sure that the hair is very, like, what's the word, like frizz free. It helps with the frizz and everything like that. So then after that, I just let the I let the bundles air dry until the next day. And then I'm going to show you how they looked the day after once they are dried. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video.